Thanks for joining me. This is Danny, and welcome back to my Real Tech series. Today we are going to be doing a greenhouse build in preparation for a tree farm that we're going to be doing, growing those big ironwood trees. So this is going to be a fairly large tree, or a fairly, well, tall, anyway, greenhouse. The footprint isn't going to be huge or anything. It's going to be about, maybe about this, a little bigger than this building here. And we're going to be doing it over here. So I'm actually going to be extending this road off in this direction, and we're going to have the greenhouse over here, and then we're going to have the lumberjack over here. So now I ran into some problems trying to set up a tree farm in this pack for ironwood, and my first plan was actually to use Steve's carts. I wanted to do a Steve's carts build because we haven't actually played with Steve's carts yet in this series, and I love Steve's carts, and the tree farms are really fun and everything, but it wouldn't plant the ironwood trees. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but it just didn't want to plant those. So then I tested a forestry tree farm. That wouldn't either. In fact, it wouldn't. Not only would it not plant the ironwood trees, but it also wouldn't pick up the ironwood berries, which is actually what we want. However, the Minecolonies guy, the lumberjack for the lumberjack for Minecolonies was totally cool about doing those trees. However, his thing is way over on the other end of the village. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the tree farm here, and then I'm going to move the lumberjack over here, and then I'm going to upgrade him because he's kind of slow. Or her, actually, it's a her. I'm going to upgrade her because she's kind of slow. So we'll have the road coming through here. We'll have the the greenhouse here, and then we'll have the lumberjack house here, and then eventually the road's going to kind of curve around this way, and this is going to be our bypass because at some point in the future we are going to have cars, and we're going to be using them to drive to other places like the other villages and such, and I can't drive through here because there's way too much pedestrian traffic. So we're going to have a road go off in this direction. It's going to bypass the town, and then actually I think it's going to cut through here, but that's for the future. So I'm going to get this set up. I actually did the greenhouse in a creative world, and I set up a schematic for it. So I'm going to have our builder build it for us. I love this thing. The build request has been made. This is the footprint. You can see it's kind of big-ish for one of my builds. So here's what we're going to need. No dirt. She's got enough dirt. A bunch of black terracotta shingles, shingle stairs, and shingle blocks, and some black terracotta. This is actual black terracotta chiseled bits, a bunch of chiseled glass, and this is actually streaked glass, and I'm pretty sure I used all the same kind this time. I don't know if you remember, but another point, I had two different kinds of chiseled glass, but it put it as one, and I got confused. We need some cobblestone. Ooh, we need some mossy cobblestone too. I actually have no idea how to get that in this pack. I'll have to take a look at that. And we need 180 slate from rustic, and 101 ironwood from rustic, and 93 planks, ironwood planks. So that is what this thing is going to be made of. A lot of glass. There's going to be a lot of glass, obviously, because, you know, it's a greenhouse. So I'm going to collect all these. Oh, that's why I had a bunch of dirt in my inventory. That's why it was saying she didn't already have it. I already had it. So I do actually need 115 dirt. Okay. I'm really glad I did that armor underwear in the last episode. I've been running. It's the middle of winter. I've been in the water collecting clay. And I'm really cold. I wouldn't even have survived this long if it wasn't for that. I actually have a couple of goo pack heat things in case I get too cold or in case I don't warm up. I almost needed to use one a minute ago. Seem to be doing fine now just with my thermal underwear. Ooh, look at all that clay. Ooh, it's a starfish. Look at that. In the middle of winter. Glad I got this boat, because I need some squid stuff. Some squid ink. I need a lot of vines for mossy cobblestone. going to be a while before I can get all the black dye, but I have lots of other stuff to get. So prior to this episode, I started getting ready to make some glass. Basically, I used all the slag I had to make sand. You can put slag in the crusher to get sand. And then I just had that going into these furnaces, which of course got us lots of glass. We're going to need so much glass. So we have 168 cyan stained glass. So this is just regular, kind of vanilla-ish stained glass, but with a chisel texture. And then we have 82 regular glass with a chisel texture. And then we have 79 greenhouse glass. Now each piece of greenhouse glass requires 4 glass. So this times 4. Plus, they each require 4 cyan dye. So, I also gathered a whole bunch of Ferdinand's flowers that give us cyan dye because we can bone meal those. Oh boy, what am I going to do with all this? So, I'm going to be crafting all this stuff up. I'm pretty sure I have all the resources I need to do this. It's just a bunch of crafting I have to do at this point. I think I'm going to find a place to put glass. How about there? And I made my mossy cobblestone bricks, and then we have regular cobblestone bricks. These are chiseled. They look a little like stone bricks, but they're a little bit rougher looking. I'm actually 1 stack short. Why am I hot? That's weird. It's winter. I guess I overdressed. So I am 1 stack short, which is fine. I can take gravel and I can put that in here, and that'll get us sand as well. And you can take cobblestone to get gravel, and then gravel to get sand. So you can have like a regular cobbleworks, which I probably will do at some point. I'll probably set up a cobbleworks here. So altogether we need 566 glass. And we need this much cyan stained, except this is going to be chiseled into that pattern. Oh boy, so we need a lot of greenhouse glass. Well, 79, which is all this stuff. So we needed like 5 stacks each of cyan flower dye and glass, and plus about 60, because that's how much we need. So we now have 79, yay! So I need a bunch of ironwood for this build. Ironwood is actually what I'm going to be producing with this build. But I can't grow ironwood because it's winter. So I'm putting up 1 piece of greenhouse glass there. It's actually where it should be. So that should give you an idea of how tall this greenhouse is going to be. Now, oh crap. Now I can plant an ironwood sapling right there, but I have to go get one. Oh boy, here comes the snow. This might make construction a little bit difficult. I've got everything I need except for the black dye, and I have to wait till summer. Or not summer, but I have to wait till spring, which is, we're about 2/3 through winter right now. So in the meantime, I'm going to get some other stuff ready. So this greenhouse is going to be, it's going to have greenhouse glass above it from Serene Seasons, which is going to allow plants and trees, which is what we're going to be doing, to grow any time of year. So even when it's winter, we'll be able to grow trees. We're also going to be pumping carbon in here, carbon pollution, from all of our stuff that's causing pollution in the factory. So we've got our diesel generator in the corner, which produces a lot of pollution, and then these two guys, the coke oven and the improved blast furnace, also produce a lot of pollution. So we're going to be pumping that pollution into the greenhouse to allow this stuff to grow faster, and it'll keep it out of the sky, and then the trees will absorb the carbon, and we'll be filtering out the sulfur. So right now, well, previously we had these brick vents connected to this chimney, which was just putting our pollution up into the sky. We don't want to do that anymore. The diesel generator was just hooked up to a chimney up there. So what we can do now, this is actually a new feature in Pollution of the Realms, is that we can pull pollution from the bottom using a chimney, and then, or multiple chimneys on the bottom of something that produces pollution, and then we can stick a pump at the bottom of the chimney, and that'll pull the pollution down from above. So we can power this with redstone, and that will suck the pollution down, and then we can use vents of course. I guess I'll just use the rest of my brick vents here to connect it with the rest of our stuff here. I don't know if we can connect directly to that pump or if we need to go around. I don't really mind that I have mismatched vents down here. This is not a very pretty area, so whatever, you know. Obviously, I'm not going for aesthetics down here. Kylie Gudrick is in need of cobblestone. She ain't going to get it, though. So I broke this connection. She's not going to get it yet until I have everything else that I need. I'm going to actually steal a couple of those. And then we're going to run these vents. Boy, I hope that this isn't too long. We're going to be running them over here to the greenhouse. Kind of want to move this pipe so that we can just run the vents straight over from here. Well, let's see. Where's this thing going to come out? So this is the footprint of the greenhouse. It's actually going to be kind of a plus-shaped sort of thing. I had actually originally shaped it so that we could do the forestry farm in it. But yeah, the forestry farm didn't work. But I decided to keep the shape because I kind of liked it. Kind of like the way it turned out. So we're going to want the pollution to come out like, I don't know, probably a few blocks into it. It doesn't really matter. I guess it's fine if it's down in this corner. So we'll just have it come in like right about here. Whoop, whoop, oh, well. Sometimes this thing is a little bit too fast. Okay. So I'm going to break this pipe and that one too. And then I'm just going to move them down there. And then we'll just run our vents along here. And then we'll be able to test them. Oh, there's a stray garden down here. Oh, okay, I need more vents. Okay, so we'll bring the vents all the way out here, I guess. And then we may end up moving them after the build is done, because I don't remember exactly where this is going to be in relation to everything else. And then I only have one chimney. So then we're going to have 3 chimneys set up here with filters on top of them so that we don't end up with sulfur in our area. But just to make sure that this is working, I'm going to run the diesel generator just for a second. I'm going to have to, you know what, I'm just going to invert it with a hammer. I'm running the diesel generator because it's the furthest thing away. But I have to break this one. Oh. I kind of want that. Oh well, whatever. I can't get over there. So I'm just going to invert this thing briefly. Oh, there's our power cell is probably full. Crap. All right, I'm going to invert this. Or not invert it, actually it was inverted, so that it should be able to run as long as it has someplace to put power, and we can make that happen by turning this on. We'll give it some oil. Is this thing turned off? Yeah, it must be. It's not doing anything. Oh yes, okay, so we'll turn that on. Now the diesel generator should kick in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see if smoke comes out over here. Yep, yay, it's working great. Okay, all right, let's turn it off before we get too much smoke over there. And we'll turn this thing off for now too. Cool, perfect. So what? Oh man, that's a lot of pollution just from that short little time. Holy crap! See, that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. Okay, so we're gonna have 3. Oh, I did steal a couple. Yeah, I stole these. Now these are gonna be underground, so we won't be able to see that there's mismatched chimneys here. Oh boy, yeah, see now they're starting to bone meal the ground. That's okay, that'll absorb the carbon. That's exactly why this is good for a greenhouse. And now I need to make 3 filters so that we don't end up, because we definitely do not want sulfur in our greenhouse because that'll kill stuff instead of making it grow faster. Okay, so I'm making 3 golden filters. This is the second tier. I'm not making diamond ones, forget that. We'll just have to clean these out more frequently, which will cost us a little bit of XP and and wool. both of which we have plenty of. So now these guys, I'm probably going to have to wait till she's done with the build, but they're going to go right there. And these do emit a redstone signal based on how full they are. So right now, or how clean they are, I guess. So right now they're outputting a redstone signal of 15. So we'll be able to keep an eye on these. Once they get down to 0, that means that they are completely full and they're going to start letting sulfur through. So we may want to have some kind of maybe a redstone setup here so that you can climb in these, by the way. Might want to have some kind of redstone setup here so that we can tell when those are empty. I am going to move the lumberjack because this is not a good location because I want her to be working way on the other end. I'm going to have to fire her first, which is going to make her sad. But she'll be happy at her new place because we're going to move it and then we're going to upgrade it so that she can move a little faster. We're also going to get her some better tools. She has an unbreakable axe right now, but it was like all paper or something. It was really cheap. I think it was some paper and then a bunch of like stone or something. So I have to upgrade that because she's really, really slow with that thing. Okay, so whoa. Let's go to lumberjack. We're going to go wooden. There we go. Whoa. Uh-oh. Come on, come on. All right. So we want to go, I'm going to look at level 5 just to see that it's facing the right way because I want it to be facing this little road thing. Okay, there it is. There's the front. And then I'd like enough room here to have an alleyway. And maybe we'll back that off one. Pick up the torches that I accidentally placed. There. That looks like a nice spot for that. Okay. So I wonder, can we get her to do level 2 right away since she's already done a level 1? Probably not. Check. Okay. There's a glitch with this chest. I don't know. That's been around for a long, long time. Build building. Okay. Build request created. This one's going to be an easy one. Yay! Something's finally getting built today. I did say this was going to be a build episode, didn't I? So far, not so much. Okay. So now, before I even hire the worker, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to manually turn everything off. Except for ironwood saplings. Now, I could click this button, which toggles everything off all at once, and then just find ironwood saplings and turn it on, except that that doesn't work. All the times that I've done that, it just doesn't seem to work. Like, it'll look like it's doing it, but yeah, she still will cut down those trees. Oh, here we go. Ironwood saplings on. And sometimes if I leave and come back in, they're all turned back on again. So yeah, this seems to be the only way to reliably make absolute certain that she's only going to do the ironwood. And since the ironwood is going to be right across the street from her, she'll just be able to go back and forth between the greenhouse and this little house. And that's it. For maximum efficiency. And we'll be set for wood. Like, this will get us enough wood for whatever needs we have. Okay, so now we're going to hire her back. And then I'm going to double check in here just to make sure that my settings stuck, because sometimes they don't. So everything is off. Except ironwood sapling. Yay! Cool. Then I'm just going to upgrade this building right away. What? See? She just doesn't listen. But see how slow that is with that paper axe. Definitely need to get her a better axe. Okay, so I'm going to upgrade this building. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make the lumberjack a higher priority. So hopefully she will do that. And not ask for these resources anymore. I think this is the last day of winter. Let's hope. Yay, it's springtime. Spring is here. Alas. Oh, we should hear birds singing and everything. So hopefully now some squids will spawn. Here, why don't you come through the cactus. Come chase me through the cactus. Oh, okay, never mind. They'll get you. Looking for squids, and I saw a bunch of endermen underground, so I had to dig. Because I can't see you, but you should be able to see me looking at you, no? Yeah. And I don't have any torches, or any way of making torches, or do I? I don't. I had one torch, I put it up there. I guess I'm gonna grab it and bring it down here. There are a whole bunch of freaking endermen in one small area, so I couldn't pass up this opportunity. There's also a creeper, and I'm gonna be blind for a second here. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, those glow things. Oh, there's the creeper. Alright, you I'm gonna get from a distance. Okay. Wow, one hit. Look at that. Alright, yay, one ender pearl. Do I have luck? Oh, I have luck 3 on this. Nice. I actually have a decent supply of ender pearls already, surprisingly, considering I've just been stumbling upon endermen every once in a while. Okay. Oh, they're really far away now. Oh, there's one. Hello. Hey. Stop it. Yay, another ender pearl. Look at this. This is amazing. 4 ender pearls. Look at that. That was totally worth it. Okay, so I found some squid spawning. Now, it turns out that the problem was not that I'm lost. Oh, there's the way up. Okay, oh boy, I'm gonna have to bring my... So it turns out the problem was not winter. The problem was a bug in the mod Vibrant Journeys. I don't really want to fight you, zombie, but whatever, fine. Oh, no, I suppose you're going to bring all your friends. Nope, okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these guys. Just scrounging around for some lighting. Alright, here's the way out. Oh, it's nighttime now, isn't it? Crap. Okay, I guess I'll sleep right there. So the problem was there was a bug. Oh, ow. So the problem was that there was a bug in Vibrant Journeys that was causing the clams and snails to spawn. I think it was the snails and clams to spawn way, way too much. No, starfish. Clams and starfish. And so the squids weren't spawning because there was no... because there were already too many things spawned. So I turned that way down in the configs, and the author, I did report it to the author, and it will be fixed probably by the time you watch this video. Oh my gosh, you are really deep. Oh my god, I'm going to take damage. I'm going to take damage here. Just a little bit. Still aren't very many squids, so I might have to turn it down a little bit further, but... so I just turned down the spawning in the configs, and then squids started to show up again. So I have everything. I have everything except stuff that requires black dye, and there's a lot of things that require black dye. I got almost a stack of squid. Check this out. We're heading into mid-spring, and I finally have all the stuff I need. This Under Armour wear is actually working out really nicely. I've been just taking liners out as I've been getting warmer. I still have 4 liners left, but I can easily take them out when I start getting too warm. So now I just have 1 in my boots. Okay, so anyway, I needed 2 backpacks for this. All these bottom 3 rows are all required for this build, as are all of these chisels and bits. Of course, I can only grab one of these backpacks at a time, but I am going to actually bring all this stuff over to our builder, and I'm going to give her everything at once, so that way she'll be able to do the build uninterrupted. So I'm probably going to go in my I'm going to probably do a third-person time-lapse showing that. Let's see. I hope this is empty. It is. Good, good, good. Let's just set that there. So unfortunately, I'm definitely not going to be able to fit all of these in her inventory. But we'll start with what we've got. And the last thing I'm giving her is the cobblestone that she's asking for, because that way she won't start building until...
What's it today, then?
I fulfill her request. Hooray! So now she should start building...
If you say so.
You don't need to dump your inventory. You're fine. Okay. So I'm going to try to beat her over there so that we can watch. And I can get a little bit of third-person action. I don't have my second computer running right now, so... I don't have it set up right now. So... I'm going to be the spectator up here. And I'll give you a little time-lapse of her building this build. Hooray! Thank you, Kylie. Took you a very, very long time, but she got it done. Here it is. Here's the greenhouse. It's very rustic. Use the rustic mod a lot. You can see we've got the ironwood from rustic, and some vanilla stuff, of course. Actually, this is chisel mod. We've got chiseled cobblestone bricks, and then the mossy cobblestone bricks, and of course, I have chisels and bitted windows, using black terracotta. And then now the ceiling, obviously, or the roof or whatever, we have, of course, greenhouse glass from Serene Seasons. I only have greenhouse glass above where I have grass down here because it's expensive, and we really only need the greenhouse glass directly above the sapling where we're going to be planting that. So we have slate on the ground here. We also have the ironwood planks as kind of a trim. And then I'm using cyan stained glass up there because, believe it or not, that was the closest thing that I could find to the greenhouse glass that actually looked good with it, that had a nice texture that seemed to kind of fit it. That's it. In the next episode, we are going to be setting up this tree farm. I actually do have cobblestone underneath these posts, these ironwood posts, so that the mine colonists don't cut them down. If you do have any questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And of course, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and to join me next time. Thanks for watching. So all I really need to do...
Build all the day long.
Beautiful, beautiful.